going to band the best is the best it was, the best ever will be. There'll be none before me, there'll be none after me. Therefore, I am the one and only Jake Kofi, and welcome to Wrestling Made Simple. We got an action-packed week this week with your news of the week, followed by your SmackDown review as it was taped from Glasgow, Scotland. And then we have your Clash at the Castle review, followed by your Raw review. And then we have your drink of the week, followed by the Baldroid of the week. Just a nice little review week as we come down from the high of Clash at the Castle. So let's get into news this week. As who does The Undertaker believe is the next big star in WWE? Apparently he has Dean Gunther as his guy, saying 2 years he had about a 10-minute conversation with my little boy and fascinated him. That's not why he's my guy. He's my guy because he knows how to work and tell a story. He is really high on him. I completely believe this, and I see Gunther as someone who could easily be a main eventer in the future. And WWE looking to open more forbidden doors. Apparently, as WWE is allowing AJ Styles to have a match in Japan, I will look for them to hopefully open a door with New Japan Pro Wrestling, and who knows, maybe actually open a door with AEW and have wrestlers come back and wrestle for a company, maybe a Shield reunion. That would be amazing to see. And finally, a classic pay-per-view returning in October. Apparently on October 5th, Bad Blood is coming back, and it will be a main event of a Hell in a Cell match. We don't know who that will be. My guess would be Drew McIntyre versus CM Punk. But after the events of these past 4 days, who knows? Because a lot has happened in Scotland and in, I believe it was Corpus Christi, Texas. But let's get into the news this week, ladies and gentlemen, as we go to a pre-taped SmackDown, as SmackDown kicked off with Naomi with WWE Women's Champion Bayley defeating Chelsea Green in a nice little opening match. Again, this was all pre-taped, so all the results kind of leaked earlier, but it was still fun to go back and watch a little bit piece here and there. We then get WWE Champion Grayson Waller and Austin Theory holding the Grayson Waller effect with special guest DIY. A brawl would break out later on with DIY standing tall. Piper Niven then attacked Bayley and Naomi backstage and then posed with the WWE Women's Championship. We would then have Santos Escobar in a nice little kind of not squash match, but definitely a match to make Santos look tall with Apollo Crews. Santos would win after Elektra Lopez would get involved. Baron Corbin, now a babyface, would even the odds when Angel and Berto tried to go after Apollo Crews. This is very weird to see. I would have thought that Baron Corbin would be a lifelong heel, but him as a babyface, I'm actually excited to see where this could go. I know people are going to hate it, but I'm excited to see it. We then get Cody Rhodes says he didn't quit the company he helped start with his friends, left to chase something greater to just lose the title right now. He is the WWE champion and will stay champion after Clash at the Castle. We then get Tama Tonga and Tonga Loa versus the Street Profits. In a little backstage segment, they would beat the crap out of the Street Profits so the Bloodline could stand tall. I'll talk more about that in my Clash at the Castle review more ahead. We then get Nia Jax versus Meech and Mia Yim with Tiffany Stratton on commentary. Meech and Mia Yim would get demolished by Nia Jax, as again, I am wondering why the hell Meech and Mia Yim is even on the WWE roster at this point. We then get Solo Sikoa versus Kevin Owens in a fun match. It would end with Solo Sikoa picking up the win. However, You would get Owens trying to hit the stunner on Sikoa after hitting the spear, but Heyman would put Solo's foot on the bottom rope. Owen went after Heyman, but this led to Solo hitting a Samoan spike. Tama Tonga and Tonga Loa would get involved, which led to Randy Orton making his first appearance since King of the Ring, coming out and laying out the bloodline. I thought this was very cool. Orton hugged Owens at the end, and as the fans sang Randy's theme song in Scotland, which was awesome to see. It's clear the fans in the UK are as lively as ever. This was a fun pre-taped SmackDown. It sucks that you knew that the results were going to be leaked. You knew that there was no question that the results were going to be leaked, but it was still fun to see. Let's go to the first ever pay-per-view from Scotland, as Clash at the Castle would kick off with the I Quit match for the undisputed WWE Championship. It would end with Cody Rhodes actually retaining his title as he would get ready to throw steel stairs at AJ's head, which led to AJ going crazy and saying, I quit, I quit, I quit. AJ would still get hit with the stairs, not in the head, but in the body by Cody Rhodes, showing kind of a darker side to him. A 27-minute match that was actually pretty good, but it did have some moments of people actually adding in clips of AJ going through a table to cartoon sounds, which if you haven't seen it yet, go look it up. It's very funny. But after the match, he would be attacked by the Bloodline. And I guess this is going to be Cody's next feud of Solo Sikoa. We then get Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill defending their titles against Shayna Baszler and Zoe Stark. And the unholy trinity of Alba Fire and Isla Dawn, the Hometown Girls. And the Hometown Girls would pick up the win. Actually, I was shocked by this. This had my jaw on the floor. In a 12-minute match, the Unholy Union would pick up the win. However, it is not without controversy, as it looked like Jade Cargill actually tapped to Shayna Baszler. Commentators are calling it out. People are actually saying, yes, that should be what happened. I don't know. We then get Sami Zayn defending his Intercontinental title against Chad Gable. During the match, you would actually have Chad knock down Maxine Dupree, leading to Otis leaving ringside, allowing Chad to get hit with the Helluva Kick. 1, 2, 3, Sami Zayn retains in what I think was honestly the best match of the night. We then get Bayley versus Piper Niven in not a squash match, but definitely a nice match to make Bayley look good, while still keeping Piper strong. Piper would lose the match, the Hometown Girl unfortunately losing this one, but they did get a hometown title win, which is nice. And finally, Damian Priest defending his World Heavyweight Championship against Drew McIntyre, with the Judgment Day barred from ringside. Drew McIntyre would hit an amazing Claymore that actually kept Damian down for over 10 seconds. A referee would slide into the match. 1, 2. He just stops. He stops counting. CM Punk is the referee, and he has screwed Drew McIntyre in Scotland. There's videos of fans going crazy in Scotland, screaming at Punk, "You suck, boo. I hate CM Punk." It was the exact reaction they wanted. This was amazing. Damian Priest would then hit the South of Heaven chokeslam. 1, 2, 3. Damian Priest retains the title. Definitely fun. Good match. It was an okay show. Again, the one that really stuck out to me was the Sami Zayn Chad Gable match. But besides that, if I had to grade the show, C+, B-. It was just an okay pay-per-view. I think it needed a couple more matches for Clash at the Castle, just my opinion. But it was okay. It wasn't great. Fun, but definitely needed more to it, in my opinion, for Clash at the Castle. though it would lead to an amazing Monday Night Raw, which I will get to in 1 second. Time for Raw. Where are my Raw results? Should I take away an ambulance? Blah, blah, blah. Raw results. Here we are. Raw actually kicked off with a visionary, a revolutionary, Seth friggin' Rollins making his return to Raw. Apparently he's been cleared from injury and is now going after Damian Priest as Money in the Bank, Seth Rollins, Damian Priest, World Heavyweight Championship. This is going to be a fun match. We then get Braun Strowman defeating Chad Gable in a nice little match, after which you would have Gable abusing Akira Tozawa. Maxine Dupree would get yelled at. And apparently this was the final line for Otis as he snapped, pushed Gable away, and left with Maxine and Akira. It will be shown later on. Chad Gable is all alone. Alpha Academy is over. Could have been better. We then get Io Sky and Kiana James and Zelina Vega in a triple threat women's Money in the Bank ladder match. You would actually have Liv Morgan coming out to make the distraction, distracted Zelina, and Io Sky would pick up the win. We would then get Carlito versus Dragon Lee. Fun match. Carlito would pick up the win over Dragon Lee as Liv Morgan would actually come out again and make the distraction kind of for Judgment Day, but not really. And you would have Judgment Day actually pick up the win here. Zelina Vega would attack Liv Morgan. I guess this is going to be your Money in the Bank feud for Liv Morgan is going to be Zelina Vega. Drew McIntyre came out to cut a promo and just simply said, I can't do this anymore. And it said, screw this company, I quit. This led to him walking out. Drew walked away. Triple H tried to talk to him, but Drew said he's made his decision. He has deactivated all his social media. This is a great work by the company to pull a CM Punk kind of storyline with Drew McIntyre. Really enjoyed that. Awesome Raw. You would then get Katara Chance and Kaden Carter defeating Damage Control, looking strong to former women's tag team champions. You would then get Sheamus versus Braun Breaker in an awesome match. It would unfortunately end by DQ, though, as Ludwig Kaiser was involved and attacked Sheamus. After the brawl, Breaker took out Sheamus with a spear on the floor and resumed. Kaiser would then resume attacking Sheamus. Braun Breaker would then run around the ring and spear Kaiser out of this fucking universe. Michael Cole literally almost said, I think he's dead. By the way, Michael Cole was not having a very good announcing week. He was very much not in his game at Clash at the Castle, making mistakes of who was wrestling, calling different wrong spots, and this week he was talking about his phone going off, how shit was just going wrong, and it just didn't sound like Michael Cole's been on his game. We then get Jey Uso versus Finn Balor and Rey Mysterio in a triple threat Money in the Bank ladder match qualifier. Jey Uso would pick up the win, becoming the first man to advance to Money in the Bank. And then the lights went out. That music sounds familiar. Shatter starts playing, which was Bray Wyatt's theme. The door is back that Bray Wyatt used for his entrance in his last run with the company before he passed away. The door opens and something's crawling out. There's a lantern on the floor. Oh my God, it's Nikki Cross. She points to backstage. The camera starts moving, and you see fog filling the backstage. Other people backstage are laid out, and there is Eric Rowan Eric Rowan dressed like a mad version of Rambling Rabbit, holding the old hammer that the Fiend used. You would then follow backstage and you would see Braun Strowman and other people laid out. And there's Dexter Lumis as Mercy the Buzzard. I guess Nikki Cross is Abigail the Witch. We then go through the curtain and there's Joe Gacy dressed up as a Huskus the Pig. A demonic one. As you would see Chad Gable beaten into a WWE equipment box. And it cuts to Bo Dallas's Uncle Howdy walking through, guiding his acolytes. And then as they get to the lantern, he picks it up. All the acolytes are looking around the arena. 2 simple words. We're here. He blows out the lantern. Now, some people are bashing this. To me, this was the perfect tribute for Bray Wyatt. It was an amazing tribute, and I thought this was an amazing way to cap off Raw. I was worried about this. They're calling it the Wyatt 6-6. Now, people are saying that the 6 is for Bray Wyatt. I really hope that, while I understand the tribute, and I think that is amazing, I do hope that it might be a little for Bliss to come back into the group when she's ready to return. Which she can take all the time she wants. She's a new mother, and I understand not wanting to leave the kid. I completely get that. But this is amazing. What a way to make an entrance. What an amazing debut. I'm so excited for this. This is unbelievable, and it looks so fun. Raw was amazing. Definitely the high point of this weekend from Clash at the Castle. Corpus Christi, Texas. The audience delivered in all shows. The audience was awesome. But in this one, it was just perfect. This was truly amazing. So, 10 out of 10 on the debut. Triple H is cooking with that one. Whew. I could use a drink. How about a smoky green Halloween in honor of the brand new Wyatt 6? Here's what you need. 2 ounces of Melon Liqueur, citrus vodka, 1 ounce, 3 ounces of sweet and sour, 1 splash lemon lime soda, some ice, and some gummy worms. You're going to add the ice, melon liqueur, citrus, vodka, sweet and sour to a mixing glass and shake well. Add a little bit of dry ice and regular ice and gummy worms to the glass and pour your mix over. Top with a little bit of lemon lime soda. It'll create a perfect smoky green Halloween. Please drink responsibly. Do not drink and drive. Do not drink if you are under 21 in the United States, and do not overconsume on alcohol. And now, everybody, it is time for the Bell Droid of the Week. The Bell Droid this week is the crazy people on Twitter who are not giving Cody Rhodes enough time. I was originally going to make this Michael Cole for his mistakes, but everyone's human and everybody makes mistakes. So what I'm giving it to is the people on Twitter who are just saying, oh, Cody Rhodes has had the title for 2 pay-per-views and he isn't good enough. Now, I understand it's his first title run with the World Championship. Same with Mr. Money in the Bank Le Champion, Damian Priest. Now, Damian Priest dropping the title, I can understand because I see him having multiple title runs. I don't know how many Cody Rhodes will have left. Cody Rhodes is already a veteran of this industry. Damian Priest is not yet. Damian Priest is still a young guy who could have many runs, in my opinion. And to everyone who's clamoring for Cody to drop the title, you guys were the one who wanted him to win the title. We originally could have had Rock versus Roman at WrestleMania 40. Now, am I happy Cody Rhodes won the title at WrestleMania? Fuck yes. But to people who excuse me, are clamoring for Cody to drop the title immediately. No. You need to give him time. Let this sit. It's not going to be perfect at first. Seth Rollins wasn't perfect at first. Roman Reigns as a heel wasn't perfect at first. John Cena wasn't perfect at first. But then you look at the title runs they had, and they're amazing. Give it time. Let it sit. Let the story build. And once the story builds and you're getting those moments of, oh my God, that's what the title run is for. To the people chanting for Cody to lose the title, you selfish people of Rome, knew you not Pompey? For those of you who don't get that reference, it's Shakespeare. Shakespeare told the story of Julius Caesar saying, it was a person of Rome who, after Caesar took over, said, and everybody was cheering for Caesar, you people, do you not remember Pompey was once your emperor as well? And when he became emperor, you cheered him more than you are now cheering Caesar. And Caesar is the one who slayed Pompey. You people cheered Cody Rhodes when he won the Royal Rumble. You cheered him when he was inserted into the WrestleMania main event, and you cheered him once again he won the title. But now you want him to drop it immediately? Selfish people of Rome. And because of that, they are the Battle Droids of the Week. Congratulations.
Uh-oh.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for listening. I've been the big guy that's been Wrestling Made Simple. Next week, we will move on to the first ever Money in the Bank pay-per-view review. It will be the first ever Money in the Bank pay-per-view for the next week's review. Have a great week in wrestling.